video is based on my internet research. It may not be 100% accurate.
Hey YouTube family, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Universe Collector. In today's video, we will talk about a beautiful fitness model. People are often amazed to see the beauty of this fitness model. What do you think about this beautiful fitness model? Tell us in the comments.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside, when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument, or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises. Or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. I know that things seem bad, but they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and mercy. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again, I need a couple friends. I never really understood just how the story ends, but I can feel it's tense, don't know the consequence. The volatility of life, my only confidence.
And if you have come for the first time on the channel and you have not subscribed the channel yet, then press the subscribe button now and also press the bell icon to see more new videos like this. And now we come to the video. Azaria Glaim is a famous bodybuilder who was born on September 17, 1993 in Canada. Canadian bodybuilder who placed 5th at the IFBB Vancouver Pro in 2015 and 2nd in 2016. She is an IFBB Figure Pro competitor and fitness model. She has become the youngest ever IFBB Pro from Canada. After winning the 2014 Canadian Nationals, intensely Azaria got into weight training in order to stay healthy and get in shape. However, within months after she started training, she physically improved so much that other people started telling her that she would compete. Azaria thought, why not give it a shot? But she did not think this would amount to anything. To her surprise, Azaria won her debut show and 2 more shows after that. This included the Canadian Nationals, a victory that launched her into the IFBB Pro circuit. Azaria's fitness journey all started in the early summer of 2014. She too been training for several months up to this point and loved the results she was getting. She said, I had been training for not quite a year, then but absolutely loved being in the gym. I did not always know what I was doing, but as long as I was training I felt good. One night, Azaria went to the gym to vent her frustration after a long and stressful day. On her way to the gym, she met a tall man who introduced himself and told her that she will one day be an inspiration for other people. She said, an extremely tall man came up to me, introduced himself and started talking all this life into me. How one day he sees me being a huge inspiration to females and males, how much potential he saw in me without even knowing me. She believed that this conversation was no coincidence. She saying, I know there was a reason we met that night that was far greater than just a workout. The man Azaria had a conversation with later told her that she should compete in fitness. Azaria was reluctant at first because she felt she was not ready to compete. She said, competing was something that always intrigued me, but from dealing with anorexia and eating issues, I never fully had seen myself in that way. However, on second thought, she realized that she had nothing to lose, deciding to give competition a go. I went over it, chatted with my husband body, and I made the decision from a pure gut feeling to give it a shot. As a part of her contest preparations, Azaria met her coach who helped her with training, dieting and posing. As soon as the two met, the coach saw incredible potential in Azaria. She said, "He was blown away with me, saying you will be a professional athlete by the end of 2014. I giggled and smirked at him, allowing him to dream big without doubtable interference. It turned out that the predictions of Azaria's coach were correct. After several months of preparations, she competed in her first show, taking home first place. She then achieved another victory at the Provincials just 1 week later, taking the overall title. Then the biggest test come. Only 2 weeks later, she stepped on the stage at the 2014 Canadian Nationals. At 20 years of age, she won both her class and overalls, leading her to become the youngest Canadian in history to turn pro. Following the show, she said, "My coach Darren is a man of his word. If you put in the work, you will reap the results." Ever since winning her pro card, she has competed in the pro circuit against some of the best athletes in the world: Toronto Pro Super Show, Vancouver Pro, Miami Muscle Beach Pro, Rising Phoenix, Arizona Pro. She continued to push her boundaries both on and off the stage and looks set to achieve new milestones in her booming career as a figure competitor. Azaria's training routine is extremely structured. She has her workout written on paper, including exercises, reps, and sets. She lifts heavy weights throughout the year in order to build muscle maturity. Her focus lies on her back and leg muscles, along with keeping her waist lean and tight. She only takes rest day when it's absolutely necessary. She believes that in order to get ahead in her sport, she needs to be based with it. She said, "You can't be balanced because that won't get you ahead." Azaria typically trains back once per week, but she admits she can't always stick to this rule, as she loves training her back even on rest days. She starts her back workouts with wide grip pull downs to engage and warm up her lat. After this, she proceeds to working sets, doing 15 to 20 reps per set. As the workout progresses, she starts introducing drop sets to ramp up the intensity. After I can't lift heavy weights, I just add drop sets. However, during the contest prep, she will not lift as heavy as she can, instead focusing on lighter weight with 12 to 40 reps per set. Wide grip pull down behind the neck. Azaria ensures to keep her back arched in order to target her muscle more efficiently. She also makes sure that the top of the bar does not go above her head. According to Azaria, going further than this can only increase the chance of injury. Her hands stay spaced out wider than her shoulder during the entire exercise. Seated rows, narrow and wide grip. At the bottom of every rep, Azaria ensures a full stretch of her lats. At the top, she keeps her back arched for maximum muscle contractions. She switches between wide and narrow grips to target different parts of her back. Narrow grip hits the lower lats and mid-back thickness, and wide grip hits your mid and upper back. Bent over dumbbell rows. Azaria keeps her core and scapula stabilized throughout the whole movement. She also keeps her elbows close to her body, which helps to fully contract her lats. She ensures the full stretch on her way down. Wide grip pull-ups. Before she begins the movement, she stabilizes her scapula, holding her shoulder blades together. This way, her entire back gets engaged. Once she started doing pull-ups, she does her best to control all parts of the movement: concentric, isometric, and eccentric. Bent over barbell rows. Before she started with the exercise, she first stabilized her core and scapula. Just like with dumbbell rows, she keeps her elbow close to the torso for maximum lats construction. She says she received this tip from none other than the 6-time Mr. Olympia Dorian Yates. She said, "Started to finish, if there's one thing I can say to competitors is enjoy where you are, put in the work, embrace everything and be proud of yourself. There will be ups and downs, but don't work off emotions." Azaria does not stray too far away from her lean physique year round. She eats similar foods every day, regardless if she competes or not. This ultimately makes her contest preparation much easier. However, she will consume more calories when looking to build muscle or reshape her figure. One of the key people in Azaria's road to top was her coach Darren. With his help, Azaria has created an awesome physique which saw her become the youngest IFBB pro in Canada. As she says, I had the mindset that I could achieve it and I had the right guidance with Darren. She wins 2014 Provincials first place, Canadian Nationals first place, earned the Pro card. 2015 Toronto Pro Super Show IFBB Figure Class third place, Vancouver Pro IFBB Figure Class fifth place. 2016 Governor Cup IFBB Figure Category 16th place, Miami Muscle Beach Pro IFBB Figure Class, Vancouver Pro IFBB Figure Class 2nd place, Rising Phoenix Arizona Pro IFBB Figure Class 6th place. 2017 Toronto Pro Super Show IFBB Figure Class 5th place. 2018 Vancouver Pro IFBB Figure Class 7th place, Toronto Pro IFBB Figure Class 5th place. Someone putting question to her, what made you decide to take your training to the next level and compete? She said, I have always found training very therapeutic. I am not a drinker. I don't go out, and the gym is my choice of a good time. Darren said this would be a good fit, and I am very intuitive, so I knew that I could do this if I took the chance. We have just never looked back since. You were Canadian youngest figure pro. What did the title mean to you at the time? She said, it took a lot for me to really absorb it. Even now, when I hear it still sounds so crazy, but there was never really a lot of pressure on me because I was just doing as much as I could do. I did it for me and I loved it. There was nothing negative about the title though. I give people a lot of hope and drive, and it gives people motivation to try and do the same thing. I believe there's enough success in this world to go around. There's much room for physical, spiritual and emotional growth, and we can all take part of that. How does your training and nutrition change in the off-season? She said, off-season is very structured. I don't stray too far from my conditioning year-round, so getting in shape is pretty easy. In the off-season, me increase my food intake and I left heavier. I still young, so I just need to build muscular majority, but that will come with time. I focus on legs, back and keeping my waist tight. I feel like in this sport, if you are going to succeed, you have to be obsessed with it. You can't be balanced, because that would not get you ahead. I could enjoy food more, but that would not get me ahead. Everything I do in life is designed to get me ahead and help me reach my goals. If it does not help, then I don't do it. Azaria Glaim was not always planning to become an athlete, but after the opportunity presented itself, she took the leap of faith and has not looked back since. Her story teaches us the importance of courage. Believe in yourself, take bold decisions, and success will find you sooner or later, just like we have seen with Azaria. And if you have come for the first time on the channel and you have not subscribed the channel yet, then press the subscribe button now and also press the bell icon to see more new videos like this.